All right. I didn't really want to have to do this, but I do at this point because I don't even have phone service anymore. Things are really fucking bad. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it for you. And for a lot of people that are in Massachusetts right now, specifically, and maybe even other states as well that are dealing with this between layoffs or in between jobs, whatever, because regulation's been pulled back anyways, tariffs, just everything. This is something that's very important to bring up. Yeah, I know the screen doesn't look the fucking greatest, but here. So this hasn't been something that's been covered at all, at least that I've seen. I've only seen Boston 25 News cover it, and it's affecting more and more people by the day because it's an ongoing issue. I've addressed this with all three, the governor's office, the Senate secretary, one of the senators, because obviously if I say which district and whatever, I'm basically doxing myself. I'm not doing that. But the senator's office, as well as my district rep, contacted all three about this issue on my end personally. And some news about it is that the DUA, the unemployment network in Massachusetts, initially changed from, a system where people actually looked at your stuff. Now it's completely automated mostly when it comes to claims and processing claims. And since February, there have been a lot of people that have not received unemployment payments. I haven't received anything for 2 months. Everything's been pending. No matter, I mean, I've been obviously looking for jobs. I actually had an interview yesterday. I had an interview last week, and I have orientation for one job this week, and then the other job, hopefully that works out as well. Also got monetized on Twitch. So if you want to help, please, please, I really need it because without phone service, I can't access my unemployment anymore. I can't do anything with it. It's a two-factor verification. It relies on my phone. I can't pay my bill. I have no one to help me because even my parents they're struggling too. They have a lot of shit going on. I can't expect them to help me, and they're just not going to be able to do this for months and months and months. Point is, I shouldn't, one, have to rely on my parents for this because there's already a system in place that is supposed to work, that it's promised to work, that legislation has been passed to ensure that it works, budgeting and everything. But because of an automated system that was in place since February up until now and ongoing, many, many, many people in Massachusetts have not received any unemployment. They're just seeing pending screens. I can't even go on my account to show you, but then I would dox myself as well. But as I'm, switching screens, let's open up my email because I've been contacting people. I just need to figure out how to block this. Well, I'll post an update later on the YouTube channel, but right now I'm in contact with the state senator's office, their secretary. I informed them today that if there's any updates on the DUA, I can't do anything about it now because I haven't had any income for 2 months. And even if I have a job, I still have to wait like another week or two, but now that's in jeopardy because one of the jobs is going to require me to have phone. I need phone service to work with clients. So I need phone service to go on my unemployment app to even file a claim for this week, It doesn't matter about Wi-Fi. I need phone service. I just got food stamps after a month of waiting because that went through a similar issue between people not being able to go through what they need to. I mean, admittedly, the state representative mentioned that, they are understaffed. I mean, at this point, hire me. Like, what the fuck? But they're understaffed and they switched to an automated system. I asked him specifically if Doge had anything to do with it. He said not necessarily. So I don't know. I honestly don't know. But it has been an issue that's been going on. Now let's just go back to here. I mean, on Reddit, Massachusetts, no benefit pays over a month. Can't figure out why. Contact the DUA. I've called them multiple times. Many people have called them multiple times. And mind you, this isn't the waiting week. Obviously, a waiting week isn't 2 months fucking long. So let's go over this. I'll put the link in the thing, but this is what I'm going through. And
now to
many other people are
delays
going
and
through.
desperation for weeks. Viewers have been reaching out to Boston 25 News saying they're missing their unemployment payments. Some say they've been waiting on the benefit for months. Boston 25 News reporter Ellie Murillo here in the studio. Ellie, you've been speaking with our viewers and asking the state what's going on.
Yeah, Carrie, these viewers tell me they're going to extremes to pay their bills while they wait for these checks. I started digging and asking DUA for answers weeks ago. Tonight, they say they have a plan to address these concerns.
It's literally pending.
Paul Fletcher said
That's literally what I'm going through. In fact, fun fact, the Secretary of the State Senator got back to me 2 days ago or yesterday and said that apparently they had a questionnaire waiting for me. When I checked yesterday when I still had phone service, obviously it wasn't there. I sent them the screenshots of the history. The questionnaire that they were talking about was literally on July 8th, a month ago, over a month ago. And mind you, I called after I filed that questionnaire, the week after, to see what the fuck was going on. And they were like, well, it's still pending. And they saw that they received it. I asked them, like, did you receive my reply, and they were like, yes. So the fact that that somehow got lost immediately within a month or whatever, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't know why the system's so rigged. This is very similar to an issue that happened during COVID where DUA failed to do payouts and there was a lawsuit because there was no proper due process, because that's a piece of legislation that puts the DUA as an organization that's supposed to help the people with tax dollars. It's set up by Congress, the state legislator, all of that good stuff. And yet it's failing us. It's failing not just me, but shit ton of people. It's just absolutely wild that this is happening. So
Says he's been met with excuses from the Department of Unemployment Assistance without a dime in sight. In this document he shared with Boston 25, he says you can see several pending statements dating back to May. Fletcher says he's called the DUA every day.
They said, sir, you're not the only one that's been waiting. We've been talking to people that have been waiting since February for their benefits.
A quick search on the Department of Economic Research's website shows that as of May of this year, over 200,000 people in the state of Massachusetts.
this was 2 weeks ago, 200,000. Now it's more. It was more than I even thought. I thought it was 20,000. What the fuck? Almost a quarter million, probably a quarter million by now, people are not receiving unemployment. For what? Because AI? And mind you, the system was, as you'll see in the end, supposed to be fixed August 1st. It's August 13th. 13th, yep. Nothing. Nothing. I haven't seen anything in 2 weeks. I can't see anything now. So what the fuck? Like, I'm not trying to say I'm relying on this, but it's a service that, you know, just like Social Security, just like Medicaid, Medicare, you know, Mass Health and all that other stuff, it's supposed to help people that are going through shit, right? And everyone's going through shit right now. Between tariffs, fucking with companies, fucking with their employers, just destroying everything, between bullshit politicians playing fucking games with everyone else's income and their tax dollar and their lives to build a fucking ballroom, to build all this superfluous shit, to do military parades, to do all this. What the fuck, man? Sending money to Israel to, you know the deal. I'm not, because censorship, because people like me won't even have a right to fucking complain anymore. And there are some people that want that to happen. Unfortunately, there's some people that want you dead. There's some people that don't give a fuck about me or any of my opinions. And this is a little bit of a tangent, but one thing I'm very sick of is simply stating an opinion and then people telling me they get help. Like, bitch, if you want to fucking help, then send me some money, all right? This has nothing to do with even psychology or anything. With the amount of shit that I'm going through, I probably do need a therapist. That would be great. But you know what? I don't even have health insurance. I can't fucking afford one. You want to know why? Because all these safety nets that are promised to us to help us in these times of need, they're failures. They're bullshit. And why am I even paying taxes at this point? Why have I paid taxes all my working career since I was 18, well 19, and then I did volunteer work when I was 14, going to 16. What? I've been a service to society for what? Helping out customers, and whether it's retail jobs, helping out conglomerate corporations, saving them a buck or two here or there, helping out smaller companies to reassess their systems and fucking be more efficient and responsive to issues, be more organized. And then what? I end up having shit going down in my life and everyone's just like, oh, you're fucking retarded. You need help. You're sick in the head. That is one of the most frustrating fucking things as a human being to deal with, is when people just want to assume that you're just like God or something, or Jesus Christ, and it's just, or a punching bag. I don't fucking know, man. It's like, all I do is try to communicate my opinions, even on this channel too, even on going on YouTube. And like, God damn, the amount of hate is just, people are so quick to be like, oh, go fuck yourself. Oh, you think you know something? Oh, well, no, you don't. And then they quote something that's not correct. And I point it out and they're like, oh, you're fucking retarded. Oh, you're fucking psychotic. Oh my God. Like, you need a therapist. You need a psychiatrist. You need help. No. I think you need help, and you need to take the time to understand the reality of what the fuck's going on in the world. As we're witnessing right here, people are getting fucked left and right. They're getting put into situations where they have nowhere to turn. Again, I can't even do anything. I have no phone service. I have no money. I have no one to help me. This is all I can do. And I can try to do the jobs that I have coming up. But one, the teacher job, it's like, how am I going to contact my clients? I don't have a phone. And then two, my other job, how the fuck am I even going to get my schedule if I don't have phone service? And this is the system that's in place to keep everyone down. And you can get conspiratorial, you can go down that rabbit hole and everything else, but it gets more and more apparent every day when shit like this keeps happening. And then you got dumbasses on the internet thinking that their little farm village or whatever is perfectly fine and the whole rest of the world's just like that. Being completely ignorant that maybe people are having a harder fucking time than you. I know people are having a harder fucking time than me, the ones that are, you know, being destroyed off the face of the earth, the place that has every hospital bombed to the ground. I'm grateful I'm not in that situation, but what the fuck, man? Our government's part of the problem for that situation. They're part of the problem for this situation. Hello? And then you still are ride or die for this fuck? I know more and more people are starting to wake up and realize because they're starting to experience shit the hard way. And that's something I go over in my fucking thesis. Mind you, part of the reason why I even figured this shit out in the first place was dealing with why the fuck someone like that got to where they were. I was trying to make sense of that, and you know what I did? It's bullshit and posturing. It's taking advantage of the whole lack of education and everything. Taking advantage of everyone's goodwill, selfishness, greed, painting everything in gold, everything for a brand, denial. Just, it's obvious. History has shown us. Anyone that's paid attention in history class has taken the time, then what the fuck, man? And if you haven't, then go back to fucking school or, I don't know, just suffer. Because this is all gonna hit you eventually. You're not immune to this. You're not him. So therefore, you're gonna be fucked eventually too. Come on, pay attention to World War II. So that's actually where I got the comment, because I asked a YouTuber, is like, oh, could you go over, you know, the comparisons between the Weimar Republic and the United States government of today, as well as the grievances within the Declaration of Independence, you know, all the reasons why America became the America, right? All those grievances that are listed, compare how the Mad King George and the oligarchs are very, very, very obviously similar. Mind you, I'm being hyperbolic at this point, but they're very similar when you just read the fucking Declaration of Independence and you look at what the hell's going on. And then I get told that I need help. Nonetheless, the channel that the person even commented on has already been alluding to who's to blame. So I don't know, you tell me when your heart gets broken once this person starts actually covering those things, when those issues become as obvious and apparent as they have been. Tell me how blind you can be for, how long you can do this for, until you can smell the shit right in front of you.
Are unemployed.
I guess it's a new system.
I reached out to DUA last week with several questions. I was told the department has seen a historic uptick in claims in the last few weeks of June. They say due to a rise in unemployment fraud activity across the country, verification can add time to the process.
I gotta sneeze, and I got a story. Anyways, the story is that back when COVID happened, there was actually someone that committed fraud on my parents through unemployment. They took out unemployment in my father's name, and then my father had to fight for months after he also got laid off temporarily because someone stole his information and got into the DUA with his name and someone else's email. That's how we knew, it was because when he went to apply, someone else's email was on the account. He's never filed for unemployment. I never filed for unemployment until COVID hit. So I got to see firsthand how that shit can affect the family. And mind you, we had to get the FBI involved to track down who the fuck did it. So that was a very interesting time in my life as well, when literally all the breadwinners of the family lost their job and we have a mortgage to fucking pay, and then COVID's happening, you know? So that was great. But actually going back to the thing, COVID, lawsuit, unemployment. I know I'm a little bit all over the place. I'm always a little bit all over the place. So this is, thank you Google AI for being very proficient in summarizing shit for the public. Several lawsuits related to unemployment benefits during the COVID-19 pandemic are ongoing, with some focusing on delays and, oh, it's still going, wow, holy shit. But in processing claims, others challenging the early termination of federal pandemic unemployment programs by some states. These lawsuits often involve claims of due process violations. That's what this is. Due process violation. It doesn't matter if you have an automated system. There's a promise to the public, the taxpayers, the citizens, the people that work and live in your fucking state, in the fucking country, that you owe your due diligence, the due process rights to all of us. Because again, this is a government for the people, by the people. Simply as that. So regardless of your redneck bullshit fucking arguments, saying that, oh, just work harder, your boomer bullshit, or saying they get help, yeah, I'm asking for your fucking help, so pay me, bitch. Like, what the fuck? I'm just sick of it. I have so much anger in my heart right now. There's just been so much hate in the world, but it's healthier to at least vent it. And it's also healthy to understand where those type of feelings come from. If anything, I'm probably more mentally sane than most of the motherfuckers out there. But I digress. So let's look at Massachusetts specifically, because this was a due process claim. 2025, 2024, 2021, there it is. Colonial has agreed to pay $1 million in penalties to settle claims that it took advantage of the state. Oh, no, that's a separate thing. Mental error. Else. There it is. Community Legal Aid has sued the Massachusetts Department of Unemployment Assistance after the department halted weekly benefits for 5 workers and demanded. So there was this, and there was some more. Yeah, CLA litigation director. I think I do recall that. This was one specific issue of just 5 workers. But, I mean, you could look this up and look at the history of the due process allegations, when unemployment has failed and when accountabilities happen. The precedent, right? How the justice system works. So if you apply fucking precedent to this shit, then, I mean, I would like a lawyer. If you want to do pro bono work, hit me up somewhere. Somehow. I don't have phone service, so I don't fucking know how that's going to work. I hope that things get resolved soon. It would be great. Either that or hopefully something works out in my life, at least for me. And I hope that something works out for the other 200,000 plus people that are also going through this. Because this is absolute fucking bullshit, especially in a blue state like Massachusetts. You would think that, you know, it would be great. And I'm sure this isn't affecting the unemployment numbers as well. Because obviously people are getting paid out, then they don't have to be considered. So I also wonder if there's other states that are dealing with that. Let me know down in the comments below if you know anywhere else that's dealing with this shit. Yeah, as I commented, almost 2 months now. That was 13 days ago, about 2 weeks ago.
Monday, the department announced a new 3-month pilot program set to launch on August 1st that will adjust call center hours to address delays.
You would think that they would have tested this system and worked the bugs out of this system long before their highest volume of claims comes in.
For school bus drivers like Tanya Casavan, it's not uncommon to file for unemployment once school is out. But for the first time in years, she tells me she's had to consider alternatives, like selling her blood plasma to meet financial deadlines.
I already live a life paycheck to paycheck with payment arrangements for everything. Now everything is in jeopardy because the payment arrangements I have, I can't live up to.
A DUA spokesperson tells Boston 25 News in part, DUA has and continues to implement enhancements to deliver a better...
Fucking bullshit. This is the other thing too that pisses me off. The fact that they say this, they were supposed to follow through August 1st, fixing the system. And then I get an email saying that I apparently had a pending questionnaire that I answered a month ago. So what the fuck is going on there, man? DUA, if you need employees, can I submit my resume? Can I fucking help out? Can I fix this? Let me know. Let me know down in the comments below. Oh my fucking God.
Better customer service experience that claimants deserve.
You know, we'll help you. Yes, we'll help you, but then nothing.
It's me, period. It's never been like this. It's never, ever been like this.
Again, the new DUA adjustments don't kick off until August 1st. Now, residents I spoke to say they hope to see these improvements sooner rather than later.
And obviously, we can understand why. And I think it's important to know you asked the...
Oh yeah, I definitely understand why. Especially when I have monthly payments that I have to make. I have a car that I have to maintain. I have insurance I have to maintain. I lose my car insurance. I lose my registration. There's no way in hell a minimum wage job is going to be able to compensate for me having to get that back. And if I lose my car, then how the fuck am I going to get the half of these jobs anyways? It's such a vicious cycle that everyone just simply ignores. Especially, I feel even worse for the people that are homeless, that are getting fucking thrown in jail at this point just for being homeless. Like, what the fuck has society come to? And this is where that ignorance just pisses me the fuck off. Ego, man. Ego is such a destroyer of our society because everyone thinks like life is not what it actually is. They think it's just a lot fucking better or a lot fucking worse. And it obviously depends on your experiences. This is again what I go through my thesis. The whole point of understanding psychology, consciousness, everything, right? Philosophical theory of everything. It's applicable and will help you learn how to fucking think critically, how to investigate properly, how to look things up, right? Because all I had to do was just Google Massachusetts unemployment benefits not paid. At least for me. Here you go. Here's all the evidence. The fucking Reddit post, man. 3 months ago. I'm sure there's a lot more. Just answer Q&A. That's something different. This news article. Working to address the increase in unemployment claims and poor communication. Yeah. So they touch on that again in March, back in January. System overwhelmed. Yeah. It's like this has been going on. No one's covering it though. No one seems to give a fuck. Everyone just wants to tell me to get help. Well, I'm asking for help. All right. If you want to tell me to get help, then fucking help out. Because you know what? You know what's going to really, really suck, right? Is when shit gets even worse and then you need help. And no matter what the hell you do, whoever you reach out to, unable to help you. And then what? What are you going to do? So this is why it matters. This is why I take it fucking seriously. This is why I'm so pissed. You see, people also search for mass unemployment issued. It's fucking ridiculous, man. So I wish more people would cover this. I truly do. Bring more attention to it. I mean, I'm about to contact Legal Eagle and see if he has anyone that can help. Or fucking Legal AF at this point. I'll work with your team. I'll do whatever to change this shit. I want to get to the bottom of this. I'm done. I'm done having to sit here fucking struggle looking for a fucking job because someone's ruining this goddamn country. Which, mind you, last time I checked, the responsibility for budgeting was in the legislative branch, not the executive. And meanwhile, as I've covered before, there's an executive order, not even just at the First Amendment, obviously, but there's an executive order saying that the federal government has no right in restricting speech of any kind. Meanwhile, there's censorship all over the place. Where is it coming from? The arms of the federal government, the FCC, federal government, man. They're breaking their own rules that they're putting up, and no one's calling them out. What the fuck? We really do live in an idiocracy. See, Bush had the right idea. No child left behind. But ever since then, every child's been left behind. So fucked up. So, I just wanted to post this real quick. If you want to support, like, sub, follow, whatever, catch the next stream. Maybe I'm honestly about to put my Cash App in the fucking YouTube description if that's legal. I don't care. I'll account for taxes. I just need some money at least to pay my phone bill so I can work. That's all. And then I'll work. I'll be your little slave. All right? I'll shut the boomers up. It's just, oh my fucking god. Society's really just crumbled within 7 months. And it's starting to show heavily. I mean, I feel it. My family feels it. I know your family probably feels it too. So let me know what you're going through down in the comments. If you relate, then you relate, and I totally get it. We need more empathy in the world, guys. We need more understanding. We need to share experiences and actually take the time to listen and maybe not rush to judge and call someone a fucking retard. And if, as I've learned, treat others the way you want to be treated. What I learned from my mom. What I learned through life, though, is treat others the way they treat you. There's a reason why we have the amendments that we do, the Bill of Rights, all right? Don't forget that. It's important to remember where this country came from, especially now. Go look at the Declaration of Independence. Go cover that. Someone cover that. Go look at history. Stop being ignorant. Stop being stupid. This isn't really time to fuck around. I know this is some entertainment, but I mean, yeah, maybe this is some entertainment, but we gotta be real here, guys, because things are just getting worse. And they're gonna keep getting worse, because when your parents end up passing because Medicaid, Medicare, and everything gets shut off, Social Security gets shut off, they end up being homeless and dead, and you're not even going to get your Social Security. All your tax money is getting sent alongside the quote-unquote illegal immigrants to other countries as a form of money laundering, which, I mean, it's obviously happening. That's what happened with fucking CCOT. Friggin' they were sending millions of dollars with each immigrant paying Bukele. That's money laundering. That's not in the purview of the executive branch. Where the fuck are the lawyers? Do you guys need help too? Hire me. I don't care. You need advice? Let me know. Take the time to listen, because these are things that really need to get nipped in the bud sooner than later. It's already gone off long enough. It's only getting worse. People are getting more antsy. They're getting pushed further into a corner where they're not being left many options. That's just a fact. That's something to be mindful of in order to prevent the worst possible outcomes. Because the stage is getting set, guys. You can call it conspiracy, you can call it whatever the fuck you want, but we're all getting thrown under a bus one way or another. It's gonna be a big fucking orange one too. Anyways, peace out. I'm gonna upload this. I'm gonna eventually edit out the sneeze once processing happens, and then it's the only thing I really need to skip. But yeah, take care, be safe out there. Just learn to love. Learn the importance of love. Learn the love existence. Don't hate it. Especially with the whole gay marriage thing too. That's a whole other thing. Like, who the fuck cares about who you love? It's not killing anybody. Hate is the thing that kills, not love. Especially when you're loving someone else's existence. So fucking stupid. Bye.